Hello, dear students. I welcome each one of you to this English class. Today, I shall begin chapter number 8. The name of the chapter is Saving the Tiger, and it has been written by Shekhar Dattatri. Students, all of you know what this animal is? Yes, I can hear you saying loudly. It's a tiger. Well, the writer has given certain interesting facts about the tiger in this particular chapter. Before we begin, I would like to give a brief introduction of the writer, Shekhar Dattatri. He is an award-winning wildlife filmmaker and conservationist. He has written 3 children's books and a number of articles on conservation, wildlife, and filmmaking. Conservationist means a person who is a lover of nature, is an ardent lover of nature and wildlife, and therefore his films are mostly based on wildlife. Here you can see him, Shekhar Dattatri. Here you can see him filming the wildlife. So in this particular chapter, he has given few interesting facts about the tiger. As you all know, tiger is an endangered species. Its number is declining. Yes, so the writer has given certain facts about the tiger's present status and what can be done to protect it in the future. So let's know about it. Let's read. I was 19 when I saw my first tiger in the wild, and it was every bit as thrilling as I had imagined. I was in Kanha Tiger Reserve in Madhya Pradesh, seated on a young tame elephant that was barely 6 feet tall. The elephant and its teenage mahout were being trained to track tigers by more experienced trackers on much bigger elephants. I sat behind the boy mahout and hung onto a rope for dear life as the elephant struggled up a steep slope amidst thick bamboo. And suddenly a flash of orange caught my eye. So now the writer says that he was a 19-year-old boy when he had his first encounter with the tiger. That means when he first saw the tiger face to face. He had gone visiting the Kanha Tiger Reserve, that is in Madhya Pradesh. Tiger Reserve means it's a place which protects and takes care of tigers. So he had gone there to the Kanha Tiger Reserve in Madhya Pradesh, and he was seated on a young tame elephant that was barely 6 feet tall. It was being guided by a teenage mahout. You know what's a mahout? A person who takes care of elephants. You must have seen her mahout along with the tiger. Whenever you see an elephant on the street, you see somebody along with that elephant, right? That person is called as a mahout, who is in charge of the elephant. So likewise here, there was a tame elephant who was barely 6 feet tall, and the writer was sitting on the elephant as they wanted to see the tigers in that reserve. Now this particular mahout was being trained by other trackers to track tigers. Trackers means a person who can track tigers by their footprints. So this particular mahout was being trained by other experienced trackers, and the writer was with him, sitting beside that particular mahout, and the elephant was trying to climb the slope. Okay, so because it was a bit tricky situation, the author felt that he might fall off, so he hung on to a rope for dear life, means for precious life, to save his life. And just as they were climbing, suddenly something orange flashed in front of his eyes. Suddenly a flash of orange caught my eye. There besides a narrow path sat a handsome young tiger. For a heart-stopping moment, our eyes met in mutual surprise. So that flash of orange was nothing but a handsome young tiger. And for a moment, they both looked at each other. That means the author looked in the tiger's eyes and the tiger looked at the author. The tiger was so close that it could have easily leapt into our elephant and pulled us down, but it just sat there calmly looking at us with curiosity. So the elephant was quite close, so he could have easily attacked them, but he didn't do anything of that. He just sat there as he was, and he sat there calmly looking at them curiously. Then, as my elephant gave a heave and climbed to the top of the slope, as the elephant lifted himself to climb the slope, the orange cat disappeared from view. Since that day, several decades ago, I have had many close encounters with wild tigers during my career as a wild filmmaker. But that first glimpse will always remain special. So, just as we were climbing the slope, suddenly the tiger disappeared. The orange cat here means the tiger. Tiger belonged to the cat family. Okay, so now what the writer says that was his very first encounter, and after that he has encountered many tigers, wild tigers, later on in later years. But he says that very first encounter, the first time when he saw, glimpse means sight, the first time when he saw the tiger, that was the most thrilling moment. Okay, and that particular moment will always remain special in his heart. He will always cherish that thrilling moment when he first saw the tiger. Despite its status as a national animal, the tiger is highly endangered and less than 2,000 survive in our forests. According to Dr. Ullas Karanth, a leading tiger expert, India's forests can easily support 3,000 more tigers if we do the right things. This requires understanding what tigers need in order to survive and taking determined steps to remove the threats they face. So all of you know tiger is India's national animal, right? Yet it is an highly endangered species. Endangered means its number is declining, and if we don't protect it, soon it will become extinct. That means we won't be able to see tigers again on this planet. So Dr. Ullas Karanth says that right now less than 2,000 tigers are there, but if we protect, India has so many forests that it can actually take care of 3,000 more tigers. But for this we need to understand what is required for tiger survival and what steps, and we need to take those steps to remove all the dangers, all the threats that the tigers are facing for their survival. Most of us are aware that tiger poaching is a major threat. Every part of the tiger, be it skin, bones or body parts, is in high demand in China and parts of Southeast Asia, where the skin is used for decorative purposes and the bones and body parts are used as ingredients in traditional medicines. Although there is no evidence of the efficacy of tiger products in treating illnesses, deep-rooted superstitious beliefs fuel the increasing demand. So one major threat that the tigers are facing is poaching. Poaching means illegal killing of animals. Now why are the animals being killed? Because of several reasons. That is, it is in high demand in China and parts of Southeast Asia. The tiger skin is used for decorative purposes and bones and body parts are used as ingredients to prepare medicines, traditional medicines. Okay, so that is why poachers, they hunt animals for their skin and body parts so that they can sell them for their personal benefits. Okay, now this particular medicines it has not been proved that they are very efficient. Okay, but yet they are being used because of old traditional superstitious beliefs. With tigers having driven to extinction in most other Asian countries, our national parks and sanctuaries have become the main target of poachers. So now, since the forests have got lesser number of tigers, now the poachers are targeting the national parks and sanctuaries where the tigers are being kept protected. So poachers are now trying to hunt animals there. Two other factors worsen the impact of tiger poaching, that is habitat destruction and poaching of prey animals. So these are the factors. One is habitat destruction and poaching, or second is poaching of prey animals. Habitat destruction means cutting off forests. Several hundred years ago, most of India was clothed in forests, and tens of thousands of tigers roamed the length and breadth of country. But as human production increased and agriculture expanded, Forests were felled to such an extent that today tigers are confined to the green islands we call as national parks and sanctuaries. So earlier there were so many forests when the population was less in India. Okay, so because of that there were many tigers and they used to roam very freely. But as population increased, forests had to be cut down, and because of which the tigers lost their natural habitat, and so the number of tigers went on decreasing. Another threat, and the one that often goes unnoticed, is the rampant poaching of prey animals by people living around our nature reserves. So, and the second reason is people try to kill this particular animal thinking that they might harm humans. So people did try to shoot down the animals. So this is another threat for the tigers. Using a variety of methods including snares, traps, guns, arrows and poison, huge numbers of deer, birds and other animals are illegally hunted by people for meat. When prey becomes scarce in the forest due to hunting, it affects the tiger population. So now what happens, people, they try to hunt animals for their meat. Okay, so now because of which the population of these particular animals like deer, birds and other animals which are eaten, whose the people hunt for meat, when their population decreases, so what will happen? It will affect the tiger population. A tigress that can raise 4 cubs in a forest with abundant prey may not be able to raise even 1 cub successfully in a forest where the prey is scarce. So when the tiger's food, that is the deer and other prey animals, become lesser, so a tigress, that is a mother tiger, cannot raise even 1 cub, when earlier it could raise 4 cubs in a forest having abundant prey, that is abundant food. If no new tigers get added to the population, and if the ones present are hunted, the tigers in that forest will soon go extinct, as they have in some of our reserves. So what the writer says, that if no new tigers are added, that means if a mother tigress cannot take care of even 1 cub, that means we cannot generate a new generation. That means no new tiger will get added to the population, and the ones that are already present, that is the mother tigers and the tigers are being hunted and killed, and soon what will happen, the number of tigers will become so less that soon they will go into the extinction zone. That means they will be extinct. Extinct is when it will be very difficult to see a single tiger. Okay, so does this mean that the situation is hopeless? So now that this situation has come wherein the tigers are endangered species and there's a threat that they can go into extinction, will it mean that the situation does it mean it is hopeless, or can we improve the situation? Yes, tigers are being hunted down, their numbers are declining, and then soon they have become endangered, and soon there's fear of becoming extinct. But can we improve the situation? Can we reverse the situation? Yes. So let's know about this in the next part. We will end up here and we will know whether we can improve the situation. We will see that in the next part. So let's do the meanings. Mahat is a person who looks after an animal. To track tigers means to trace tigers using their footprints. For dear life means precious life. Gave a heave means lifted. Endangered, number of animals decreasing due to poaching. Efficacy means efficiency. Snares means traps. Scarce means very little. Poaching is illegal killing of animals. So students, that's all for now. Learn the meanings, and thank you for participating, for viewing this video. Thank you. God bless you.